to me, this is an issue about choice, and I've heard a few of my colleagues across the aisle talk about that this has been the policy of the Department of Defense for 50 years. Well, it just so happens that Roe v. Wade was available for 50 years. And since the overturning of the Dobbs decision, we have now seen states across this country restrict abortion, outlaw, completely ban it. And you talked also about miscarriage care. I've had several miscarriages. I've had DNCs. The problem with your argument, sir, is that you have to have a doctor, a physician. First of all, OBGYNs are the most sued physicians in the medical industry. Their medical malpractice is through the roof. That's why we have an OBGYN shortage in Nevada. And so you have the other issue of an OBGYN who is going to be willing in a state which a woman does not have the choice to be in. She is told where she should go, to have to make the decision that, yeah, we have this ban on abortion. I know that the baby's life's at risk, but your life isn't at risk. This is a miscarriage. I'm going to do it anyway. There are doctors, and we've seen it, and there's more evidence of that happening where doctors choose not to do it and have the woman suffer unnecessarily because they don't want to be sued. Okay? And so to me, this amendment, which I strongly support, is about choice. Imagine you are a young woman. You want to serve this country. I've heard many of my colleagues across the aisle talk today on how we need to recruit more and more women. Let's say you're a young woman. You enlist. You get your orders. You're going to go to Maxwell Air Force Base in Alabama or Barksdale, Louisiana, Fort Hood in Texas, Vance or Tinker in Oklahoma, Gulfport in Mississippi. And you're like, wait a minute, I'm childbearing age. I might be in a situation where I'm going to need an abortion. And again, this is not a flippant decision, okay? And I don't have the choice. And to me, this is about giving women the ability. We're not asking for the DOD to pay for abortions. That's already in law. It is to accommodate women to access health care so they can go out of state because they are told where they must serve. Now, I asked the chairman that should this amendment be opposed and not passed, that maybe we have a conversation about women of childbearing age being able to make a choice in where they serve. But we wouldn't have that decision because we are talking about the defense of our country and our national security. And right now there's 80,000 women serving at dozens of bases across 14 states that absolutely restrict abortion. 40%, this is 40% of active duty women, okay? So to me, this is about what are we doing to support our forces, and we know we want to recruit more women. We want to give them the opportunity to have access to health care. And I'm not debating whether the Department of Defense should pay for those abortions, but we should accommodate their ability to get that health care because they cannot choose where they serve. They are told where to serve. And that's what this amendment is about. I believe that these women have taken an oath to protect our freedom, and with this current bill, they have less freedom than the men who serve alongside them. That's some thank you for their service. And with that, I yield.